Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It is day 16 for y'all just tuning in, right? It's day 16 of a 90-day challenge. I'm posting each and every day for 90 days daily. So check me out. Let me know what y'all think of the content. Like I said, I'm really doing this just to show and just to use this platform for me personally as a journal and as a way to really heal and to really get my thoughts and everything out there, so I can look back on this in 5 years and be like, yo, look how far I came. Or yo, look at this. Look at that mindset change. Look at my mindset from then to now. So it's just really like a documentary, or documenting my journey. And I feel like just as it's really benefiting a lot for me, because I'm going to be able to look back at these and watch these. Because sometimes, I ain't going to lie, yo, I cringe when I watch back some of these videos. Because it'd be like, oh, my voice. And it's just funny. It's just funny to me, though. But all in all, man, welcome back to the channel. We got some good stuff for y'all today. We as in me. So the last couple videos for y'all just tuning in, I've been reading an affirmation with a journal prompt. It's a little journal exercise I was doing at one point that I'm going back to because I just seen how beneficial journaling was for me. I was able to get so many thoughts out. I was able to get a lot of ideas out of my head too, and it sparked some creativity. So today, like I said, we're gonna continue with that a little bit, right? We're gonna continue with that. It's from this journal prompt. It's from this journal book I was using. But like I said, I wanted to show y'all something different. I know a lot of y'all probably gonna be former athletes, but I wanted to show y'all something different. I wanted to show y'all like one of my little secret weapons that I use off the court, and I use in my personal life to help me really embrace me and who I am and who I'm becoming. And today is going to be about self-love. And I feel like we probably already talked about this, so don't get angry at me if we already went through this. I'm really just doing a reset because the way I had it, it wasn't organized in the right way, so I had to reorganize it, and we're just going to start from where it is. So this journal prompt, it was like, it helped me really with a mindset shift and really thinking about abundance. And I use this a lot to elevate myself in my personal life. I really didn't use it back in college. I really started just using it now because I feel like as a man, you don't think about these things. We don't really get told that these are things that's going to help us heal. These are things that's going to, it's more so feminine or women doing it. It's not really focused towards men. But when you start to get higher level and to continue to elevate, you see that a lot of people who do heal, they journal and they do a lot of different things to help them, or it can be music for some people, or for me it might just be talking to the camera. So by the end of this video, you'll pretty much understand, like, we'll talk about the affirmation self-love, and how powerful it can be, how powerful it can change your life, and even with journaling, how journaling can really help people push forward to help you in your healing process or whatever process you're going through, to help you get those ideas on paper or to get those ideas out into the world. Because I feel like that's what for me right now, I didn't realize how creative I was. I used to downplay it, like, yo, why am I not creative? I'm creative in my own way. You know what I mean? I'm creative in my own way, and I have a lot of wacky ideas, but that one day, you only need one. You only need one good idea to work. And if y'all don't, my mans and them, all y'all know, they know my whole goal is to really be innovative and really, like, I always tell them, I want to invent something or have a patent, right, where people got to use me. So I got to get paid every time somebody use it. So that's why I like putting things down on paper. So like I said, this affirmation and prompt specifically focuses on self-love as a foundation for a lot of things. So like I said, there's three main parts. So the first part is a powerful affirmation for you to absorb and to embody. Then number two would be like, the second part would be the first part is the affirmation. The second part is the journal prompt. It's like a personal love statement, self-love statement that you can create. You, the viewer, can create. You sitting right there in your chair watching me now. And then 3 is like a free write section. It's not like, it is a free write section. And this is a lot of this free write section. When I was using this, and I still use this, I use that to just, I might talk about something I'm going on through that day. It might be real estate. It might be an idea that my brother might have said, or my boy might have said, or it might be something stupid like, yo, I don't want to wear these pants, or I should get a haircut. Like, it's something like that. But like I said, I'm trying to really, like, I don't want to say like too much. What I'm working to do is correlate a lot of these things with basketball terminology, right? So I like thinking about these journals and everything like training. Like, you're going to keep working the muscle. Once you keep working the muscle, at first you ain't going to want to do it. You know how, like, when we go to practice, we ain't want to go to practice, but once we got in practice, we had so much fun. Like, that's how it is with me with journaling. And that's how, so sometimes the lady told me, she's like, motivation doesn't come before you do the thing. You have to do the thing and then motivation comes. And I don't know if that's true or not, but the way she said it made me believe it. And then that's when I started to get back in the gym. So that it actually does work in a way. It's like building muscle memory. So the affirmation for today, I'm waiting for y'all. Get y'all pen and paper. I'm waiting. I'll give y'all 2 seconds. 1, 2. All right. So the affirmation today is, the divine presence within me is constantly responding to each of my thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. I therefore choose unconditional self-love to set the standard of all that I hold within my consciousness. I am thus eternally loved and lavishly supported. You hear that? Y'all hear that power? Just say it with me. I want y'all to say, I gotta sit up. Say it with me. Like, just close your eyes and feel it. Like, when you speak these words, I want you really to embody these words. Because we all so used to all the negative self-talk, even with basketball, negative self-talk. And when we miss a shot, oh, I'm like, nah, bro, it's just a shot, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I want you to embody these words and feel how powerful it sounds to speak them. I get chills in my spine when I talk like this. So I'm gonna say it again. Repeat, say it with me. Or repeat after me, whatever. The divine presence within me is constantly responding to each of my thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. I therefore choose unconditional self-love to set the standard of all that I hold within my consciousness. I am thus eternally loved and lavishly supported. So like I said, I'm gonna break it down in basketball terms, right? Every thought you have about yourself is like taking a mental shot. It's building a pattern, right? So knowing that the divine presence is always responding to your thoughts, feelings, behaviors, you have to be intentional about what you think, feel, and believe. Because those things are going to continue to manifest into your life. You think positive things going to happen. You think negative things going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But you have to embody these things. You have to. So if you want to be successful in whatever you're doing right now, moving forward, you want to be successful, you have to start embodying the person who's successful. You can't wish down the line. You can't, oh, that's the future me. You have to embody it now, because the universe only responds to the now. The universe, time is not linear. You ever see, like, me and my man, we always talk about this. We be like, damn, them dudes got it quick. Them dudes, they 22 and got it. Like, it's no, what I'm really trying to say is time is not linear. Time is not linear. We see it as linear because of we living in this human body, this shell here. And the brain that we have. So our brain picks up on patterns and things of that nature. But the universe itself is not linear. You know what I'm saying? So you have to start, the universe only knows now. So you have to start embodying that person that you think you want to be. You have to start embodying it now. And like I think I was talking about yesterday when I was at the park, I'm like, that's my wealth. When I'm running, when I'm going to the gym, I think of that's my abundance. That's my feeling that I get. I get happy. You have to start feeling. You have to start feeling. Type in Neville Goddard on YouTube. Neville Goddard, feeling. Or just type in and listen to what he says. Or Alan Watt. Or Bob Proctor. People like that. They always talk about the feeling it first. Or Joe Dispenza. Is that his name? Dr. Joe Dispenza? They talk about having the feeling of it. You know what I'm saying? They talk about having the feeling of it. So you have to understand that the universe is always responding to your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. And you got to think, thoughts, feelings, is all energy. I'm asking y'all, can energy be created or destroyed? No. So everything that you putting out there, that's why they talk about karma. If karma, I'm not gonna get into that. Karma, I look at karma a little differently, but think about your energy, your thoughts, they're all energy. So you're creating these things. So they just don't go away. They just don't go away. And I don't want to speak too much on that, but I'm gonna let y'all thoughts and all that, thoughts, feelings, that they just don't go away. You know what I mean? So you have to understand that the universe is responding to all your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs about who you are and what you want to see in your life. So if you choose, and that's why accountability is so important. So it says, I therefore choose unconditional self-love to set the foundation, to set the standard within my consciousness. Self-love is very important. Self-love is the compassion you give yourself, the grace you give yourself, knowing that you're not perfect. And I don't like to say you just human, because I feel like that connotation of us being human comes with flaws, but we got to understand how powerful it is or how grateful it is to be a human. I just don't like when people be like, I'm human, it's cool. We always set just being human as a limit. But look at all the things that we create out in this world. Yeah, we're limited by our body. Yeah, there's certain limitations, but I feel like when we say, oh, I'm human, it's all right. We only think about the negative part about it, but think about what it means to embody to be fully human. We don't know what that feel like, because a lot of us haven't experienced that spiritual side yet as well as physical. But a lot, like I said, us as athletes and stuff like that, we have got to a peak. You know what I'm saying? We've gotten to a certain peak, but we ain't even hit our best yet. So you use that self-love to set the standard, set the foundation within yourself of that forgiveness and of that grace, but also knowing your power. I'm thus eternally loved and lavishly supported, knowing that the universe will support you and that you're always going to be loved. That's so powerful. So I feel like that's a powerful shift in our mindset. And as men, we don't talk about self-love. It's always, from my experience, when I've always heard it, it was women saying these things. And now it's got more and more popular over the years. And I feel like I spoke about this before. Men, we just see it as doing our nails, but we have to heal too. We have to heal from our traumas. Or my man, I was talking to him yesterday. He's like, he was going through his situation. He was able to experience all the emotions. And I never understood when he said that hit me. I'm like, as men, we always know we got to move forward and push on and let it go. We got to push on, but we don't allow ourselves to feel these things because nobody talk about us feeling. Nobody talk about us being able to feel and sit with our emotions, because we always got to keep it moving. Oh, life goes on. Yeah, it do. Yeah, it do. But you got to also be there for yourself. Because if you can't be there for yourself, how you going to be mentally and physically ready to take on a family and be responsible for a family? If you can't even mentally be there and be present. I've done it in my relationships. I've seen it with myself. I've never gave myself that grace to actually heal. And this is my first time I'm actually giving myself the grace to sit still. Life is making me sit still a little bit, but I was trying to push through. I'm so used to that grind. And life kept, slow down, pay attention. Now I'm learning how to listen to my body. Now I'm trying to balance that feminine energy within myself and being more receptive and being open and receptive to what the universe has to offer me. Knowing that everything ain't got to be hustle. And that's one of it hurt. It's like being in this situation right now is like, it feel like I ain't doing enough. And that's self-love too, knowing that you are enough. But right now, it feel like I'm not enough. Because it's like, I ain't doing enough, Chris. You ain't doing enough. But I'm actually falling in love with the things that are important to me. I'm limited. I realize how much I'm limited to all those distractions. And a lot of times, a lot of these distractions, what I'm trying to say, we distract ourselves with these distractions to not really hone in on what the real cause is, what the real feeling is. So say if we might be going through something, we might want to go out more, drink more. It's just a pacifier. Think about a kid. Do you still use a pacifier? It's a pacifier. That's all it is. You ain't really go down to the root cause of what it is. That's what's really going on. So this whole entire affirmation, man, it just makes so much sense. And now that I'm creating a space for that self-love, I'm starting to see my reality. I'm starting to see people treat me different. I'm starting to see me just standing up for myself. Like, for instance, my yoga teacher. I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. I ain't had the money to pay for the class at the time, but the relationship and the energy I bring, my energy is my currency. She was like, Chris, I know you're going to be good, because I was always, you know what I'm saying? I was giving her, I was doing what I was supposed to be doing. But now it's a time where I'm like, dang, like, and I wasn't going. But she understood, like, Chris, I know who you are. I know you ain't going to try to play me. And that's what it means about being who you are, because you start seeing that, you start noticing that. And I used to tell myself, this is one of my affirmations. I got this from, oh my God, I can't remember his name. I used to say, I am money, right? I am money. I still say it. And I just started to see when I was saying that, and when I really started to embody that, and also that's incorporating that self-love, I would just walk in the room. Situations like with my yoga teacher would happen. Or situations with, I can't think of an example, but other things, people will give me things for free. Not knowing my situation, but I'm like, in my head, I'm like, dang, I got to break bread. But they might just be, but I might just change my whole mindset and be like, I am money. Or instances where I was going into the gym. The boy like, no, you good. For like, cause you might gotta pay a day pass. And like, no, you good. And this is like our third time. This is my third time going there. You know what I'm saying? I paid before. So it's like little things like that, bro. And just how the self-love can really impact. Cause think about the times in my college career, I was always like, oh, so hard on myself. That didn't bring me, that only got me to a certain point. Yeah, it got me to work hard, but it also got me to work hard on things that I didn't need to work on. I need to work on my mental and my internal, my heart, my self-love. Not really my heart, but my mindset. My heart was always there. My heart was always pure. You know what I'm saying? But it was the mindset I needed to work on. It wasn't so much the physical part about it. It was the mindset and how I talk to myself. I used to be so hard on myself, bro. Like, think about that. Think about y'all in a relationship, right? You know how y'all get in a relationship, everything be cool, and then you start realizing how those people talk to themselves, or how those people really act when their true selves. It's like, damn, like, this person ain't who I thought it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. I don't know why I brought that up, but I just remember hearing, like, yeah, you should definitely feel like you should get to know somebody before you really start doing this, like being in a situation. You should really get to know how they talk to themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy, because I was so hard on myself coming up. I still am to this day. Like, I still be like, dang, bro, you ain't doing enough. But then I have to reverse it, and I got to reframe it. You are enough. Your energy is your currency. Being who you are today in this moment is who you're supposed to be. And then I think moving on, right? I think the journal prompt would be, write your own personal statement of self-love. What would that look like? So this is where you write your own self-love statement. Um, this is a good one. Share in the comment section what your self-love statement is. I would have to go back and see what I don't know. It would have to be somewhere like where just say I'm enough. I'm enough. I'm enough. And the more and more I become who I am, the more and more I attract what's needed in my life. What's needed in my life. Because I'm really here to find out. I'm really here to do something that look like I'm watching this guy novel, right? I probably said this before. I'm really here to find something that's play to me, but other people think is hard. That's all I'm here to do. I don't want to work. I'm not here to work. Like I said, y'all just take your time. Because I know thoughts going to come up. But just follow your, just whatever comes to your mind, just put it there. And be okay with it. You feel what I'm saying? And then we got the third section, is the free write section. So this is where a lot of good thoughts came out of me. A lot of good thoughts. And going off of this self-love, it's just that word, I'm enough. I'm enough continues to come up. I'm really glad I'm doing this because it allows me to reflect on these affirmations and questions as well again, a second time. And it's like keeps ingraining in my brain. It ingrains in my brain and it formulates in my brain. You know what I mean? So, but this is a section, y'all just got me thinking. I'm glad I'm doing this. I'm really glad I'm doing this. But these are where your insight's gonna come through. So free write for like 2 minutes straight. Don't even think about it. Just free write. And after 2 minutes, don't try to fix nothing. Don't try to go back and put no periods, dots, periods, question marks, anything. Just drop your pencil and move on. Go to the next thing. Go back playing the game. You feel what I'm saying? And just journaling has been a huge shift for me. It's been a great shift. For y'all, for those that rap and write, it's therapeutic. It's just like you getting everything out of your head. And I know some people say now before you go to bed you should just dump. What they call that? Junk dump? What they call it? I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comments what it's called. But it's almost like that. Because I know I do the journal prompts, but I also write whatever comes to my mind. Because I don't want to overthink it. I don't want to be like, oh, I gotta think. I just, whatever comes to my mind, whatever that affirmation, that journal prompt, and that free write, whatever that makes me feel in that moment, I just write it. And I notice on those days when I'm doing that, my mind is more clear and I'm more sharper. I come up with a lot more ideas. So that's why I'm doing this now, and it's triggering so much in my brain. We're like, I'm calm. It's almost calming me down too. And also, like, what activities are y'all doing for self-love? What activities and things that I know for me, like y'all seen me yesterday, I go to the park, I walk, I run. And I'm still finding what those things are for me as well. And I'm exploring. Like, I need to take myself out on a date. I say this all the time. I haven't done it yet. I need to go get my nails done, get my hair cut. And like I said, those are all maintenance things, but also this is also self-love to myself too, to get my thoughts out there, to work on, to protect my energy, to cleanse my energy, to, what does self-love mean to me? I'm gonna answer that question. I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna think about that. And cause that's always evolving for me, and that's still a work in progress. I just know for me right now, the going to the gym has been, I can't wait to go to the gym, yo. And I just remember it was a moment where I ain't want to go to the gym. I'm like, man, I ain't working out. Like, I don't got no game. I don't got no practice. I don't got no game to work out for. Who you paying me to work out? You're not paying me, so I'm not doing it. Now I get excited. I'm like, I wake up at what, 5. I hit the snooze. So like 5:09, the snooze like 9 minutes, right? So I hit the snooze. I can't wait. I wake up, but I'm going to the gym, put my stuff on, go right out. Like and I get to the gym, take my little pre-workout, and we at it. Like me and my pop be out. Me and my pop be at it. But it just, and like I said, this is also a form of that self-love, which allows me to get out of my head and be more in my body. And when I do have those ideas, I write them down. Or if I do need to journal about things, I write them down. So this is really not about just it's just about the idea of journaling. But yeah, those are so powerful. Cause at first journaling was hard for me. I ain't want to do it. I just keep saying I'm gonna do it, right? I'm gonna do it. And then when situations came up where I felt like I had to do it, I'd do it. So the one time with these prompts I used, the one time I did it for my leisure, and it was like almost like a little challenge I did too. It was really beneficial, but it was also really hard because some days I didn't even want to write. And I wrote that. I was like, I don't want to write today. Or I'd be like, I don't want to, like, I'll be like, this is all I'm gonna say. Or like, I just say whatever comes to my mind. And at those days, that's when you need it the most. But also, I allow myself to, when I put my pen down, I ain't think about it. I'm moving on. I'm doing whatever I gotta do. I just know, like, maybe later on in the day, I'm gonna do it. Cause I know in my head, what I learned is like, I got a checklist in my own head. And there are times where if I don't do that, it's gonna be on my mind. So I just learned to just do those things because a lot of times that's my intuition talking. That's what I might need during that day to help me to move on. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta get I don't know if I said this I gotta go to the thing and get a facial, like a professional facial. I don't want y'all being on a weird, my man's gonna be watching this joint, so I know they're gonna be like, yo, like they crazy, like, but I get a facial, like get a massage, like those things. Like I said, take myself out. I want to figure out a hobby. Let me know what hobbies y'all do. I don't want to do pickleball. I really don't want to do hobbies involving sports, even though I do. I feel like I want to do more like painting or like, I remember as a kid, we used to go camping a lot. And I know before I used to go camping a lot too. You ever been to, it's called, I forgot what it's called, but it used to be called Getaway. Getaway was a nice little, I like fire. I like being around campfire. I got to figure out I feel like that's a self-love act too. Cause I know I really love fire. Like I can sit around the fire all night. Like that was something we did at camping, during camping. But I'm gonna stop talking, y'all. Like, let me know, man. Listen, I challenge y'all to stay with me, stay focused, stay positive. I want y'all to write the affirmation. If y'all need, I'm gonna repeat it one more time before I go. The affirmation is, the divine presence within me is constantly responding to each of my thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. I therefore choose unconditional self-love to set the standard of all that I hold within my consciousness. I am thus eternally loved and lavishly supported. You got it? And then the journal prompt is, write your own personal statement of self-love and share in the comment section. So write out the affirmation, create your own self-love personal statement, and capture your insights on the free write section. That can be whatever comes to your mind. You feel me? So in the next video, what we gonna be talking about? What y'all want to talk about? Next video, let me see what we got on the next video. We gonna keep it going, y'all. I like this because I feel like it's teaching. I'm teaching, but I'm also learning. I'm learning and remembering. I'm learning and implanting these affirmations in my brain again, which I really, really like. So no, but all in all, though, I really want to know what your personal self-love statement is, and put that in the comment section. And I want to see them. I really want to see them. So drop it in the comment section below. So listen, like, comment, subscribe, share these videos to whomever you think might be interested in this, and appreciate y'all. Peace.